Rygbi byw ar nos Iau o Barc yr Arfe, does dim byd tebyg. A mae 2 gêm gyda ni ar eich cyferchu heno. Yn hwyrach, Caerdydd sy'n croesawu Glynebwy yn Super Rygbi Cymru am gwarter wedi 7. Ond yn gyntaf, mae'n amser troi ein sylw at yr ysgolion a'r colegau.
Mae'r pencampwriaeth Ysgolion a Cholegau Cymru nôl.
16 tîm.
1 breuddwyd.
O chwarae yn y stadiwm y Principality.
Pencampwriaeth Ysgolion a Coleg y Cymoedd.
We were the champions last year.
Pencampwyr eleni yw Coleg Llanymddyfri!
1 pwynt tymor newydd.
A gall unrhyw beth digwydd.
Welwn ni chi ar y cais.
Wel, mae'r chwaraewyr yn edrych fel bod nhw'n barod i danio yn dyn nhw. Ysgol Glantaf yn erbyn Coleg y Cymoedd i chi heno 2 o gewri'r byd rygbi ar y lefel yma. A dwi'n cael cwmni 2 dîm sy'n gwybod y tymlad o gamu i'r cae am y tro cyntaf yn y gynghrair yma yn 19 oed neu'n iau. Mae'n tymlo fel llwyfan mawr. Falle mae'n tymlo fel sbel yn ôl i ti. Rygbi Sir Benfro, Coleg Sir Gar, oes yn ôl, Ifan?
Ydy, mae'n bod, diolch, mae'n bod tipyn sawl blwyddyn nawr, ond mae'n cael mae'n bod tipyn lot yn fwy i Steff, ond mae'n atgofion melys iawn o gael ware ar y lefel yma. Mae fe'n cyfle gwych i'r chwaraewyr ifanc yma i gael ware gyda'i ffrindiau gorau nhw'n tyfu lan ar lefel sydd o safon a hefyd, falle gael cyfle i dangos i sgiliau nhw, dangos i ddoniau nhw ar y lefel a ar y tledi a i gynulleidfa, falle bod nhw ddim yn cael y cyfle os bod nhw ddim yn ware ar y lefel ma, felly mae'n hynod o gyffroes i nhw. Ie, dyma flas o dyfodol i ni fer Steff. Bydden nhw'n meddwl yn barod am ymlaen at bethau uwch heddi?
Wel, gobeithio ni. Mae'r sylfaen yma, mae safon y gemau yn dda iawn. Yn amlwg ni'n darlledu'r gemau. Fi'n gwybod mae tîm Hyfforddi Cymru dan 20 mae heno Richard Whiffin i wylio'r chwaraewyr yn chwarae. A ni wedi gweld enghreifftiau dros y blynydde o chwaraewyr sydd wedi chwarae ar y lefel yma, mynd mlaen i ware rygbi rhanbarthol a hefyd rygbi rhyngwladol. Felly hwn yw'r cam cyntaf i'r boys. Ni edrych mlaen yn fawr iawn i weld pwy safon bydd e heno i gweld nhw'n dod i'r trod gorau ymlaen. Ie, ni'n gweld tîm Hyfforddi dan 20 ar y sgrin fyna. Dim ond 7 gêm mae'n fer o ran y tymor, felly mae'n bwysig bod nhw'n dechrau gyda buddugoliaeth. Mae ennill yn bwysig, mae datblygu'n bwysig, ond bydd y boes yma yn benderfynol o gael y fuddugoliaeth gyntaf yna. Ie, yn sicr fel nes i sôn, 7 gêm, mae fe'n dymor byr iawn i'r boes yma, felly fi'n siŵr bydd y fforddwyr. Falle jyst yn sôn amdano na, gweud bod gael y dechreuad da yn ddelfrydol i nhw, ond mae yn gêm, mae yn dymor byr iawn a fi'n siŵr bydd y canolbwyntio i gyd nawr ar y gêm fawr yma heno i gael y dechreuad perffaith na. Ie, wel 7 gêm pnawn ddoe ar draws y 2 adran. Gewn ni chyfbwyntiau o adran B yn ystod yr egwyl, ond dyma beth ddigwyddodd yn adran A. Ie, un o dîmau'r brif ddinas yr Eglwys Newydd yn rhoi crasfa i Goleg Llandrillo, 46 i 10 y sgôr terfynol, 6 i 2 a Rhys Ruffley yn un o'r sgorwyr. Coleg Llanymddyfri, pencampwyr llynedd o nhw'n drech yn erbyn Coleg Caerdydd ar fwrw, 32-19 y sgôr, a dyna cic bach fot Thomas Williams falle yn gwybod bod y camerâu yn bresennol ac yn disgleirio i'r tîm cartre. A fe nath gwyr y siwrne fer i lanelli i chwarae Coleg Sir Gar. Nhw'n dangos unwaith yn rhagor pam fyddan nhw yn cael eu ystyried unwaith eto fel un o'r ffefrynnau. Sean Jones yn sgorio un o 6 chais i'r ymwelwyr. A dyma'r tabl yr Eglwys Newydd ar hyn o bryd ar y frig. Mae 2 adran A ac adran B, pawb yn chwarae gilydd unwaith, fel ni wedi sôn, 7 gêm cyn yr rownd cynderfynol, a wedyn gewn ni'r ffeinal fawr ar y 5 o Ragfyr. A fel yr arfer, ni wedi bod yn gweithio Steff Hughes yn galed heno. Mae fe wedi mynd i gael cwmni y 2 gapten. Diolch Lauren, fi'n cael cwmni 2 chwaraewr sy'n nabod ei gilydd yn dda iawn. Lloyd Lucas o Glantaf a Joey Williams o'r Cymoedd. Joey, ddechrau ti, sio mae paratoadau wedi bod yn mynd gyda chi mor belled?
Na, ni wedi paratoi yn dda iawn, 2 gêm a ni wedi chwarae'n dda, felly ni'n edrych ymlaen i y gêm enno.
Gret, a Lloyd, fel maswr, pa fath o faswr wyt ti? Ti'n licio redeg y bel neu ti'n fwy reoli fel Dan Bigger?
Dwi'n offi redeg y bil a dwi'n gallu reoli gym fel Dan Bigger, so gobeithio dod ar ddau at ei gilydd heno.
Edrych mlaen i weld e. A Joey, chi'n nabod eich gilydd yn dda iawn. Oeddi hwnna'n helpu baratoi am y gêm?
Ie, fi'n credu mae yn helpu ti gallu gweld fel sut maen nhw'n chwarae, ond na, maen nhw'n tîm gryf, felly ni sy'n edrych ymlaen i chwarae nhw enno.
Gred, a pob lwc i ti. A gollwch chi yn y rownd dyfynol blwyddyn diwetha. Chi'n awyddus i gael un y well blwyddyn hyn?
Ie, gobeithio mynd ymlaen i'r stadiwm eto a gobeithio dod ar mas ar top heddiw.
Gret, pob lwc i'r ddau o chi. Diolch am eich amser.
Wel, fel yn barod ni wedi sôn, mae 2 gêm ar eich cyfer yn fyw o Barc yr Arfe heno. Ar ôl y gêm yma, mi fydd Caerdydd yn croesawu Glyn Ebwy yn Super Rugby Cymru y gic gyntaf. Am hanner 7, byddwn ni ar yr air am chwarter wedi. A Llawer Chafmyrddin sy'n cadw cwmni ni nawr, brif fforddwr Glantaf, braf gweld ti. Sut mae'r nerfe?
Ie, yn iawn, wastad bach yn nerfus dechrau tymor. Ti'n siŵr, ti'n wedi gweld allan gymaint o'n nhw a ti'n criw newydd, so ie, wastad, ond na, hoffi, defnyddio'r egni yna wan yn bositif gobeithio.
Gymaint o brwdfrydedd wastad gyda Llywarch a gymaint hefyd gyda Geraint. Jyst yn gofyn wrth Llywarch siwr oedd y nerfe. Siwr mae'r nerfe, siwr mae'r garfan? Garfan go newydd gyda chi eleni, Geraint?
Ie, mae llawer o bechgyn newydd gyda ni blwyddyn cyntaf, ond hefyd mae rai chwaraewyr allweddol gyda ni yn dod nôl am ei 2 flwyddyn. A ni'n edrych mlaen, mae bob amser Glantaf yn tîm da iawn, a fi'n siŵr mae'r bechgyn, chymod, fi'n edrych dros mas i ware nawr.
Ar y cyfan, Llywarch, yn dymor llwyddiannus i chi llynedd, byddech chi wedi eisiau mynd cam ymhellach a ennill y gyngrair, ond beth yn golygu'r boi sy'n gyrraedd y ffeinal, a sut ti'n adlewyrchu ar pethau erbyn hyn?
Ie, eitha llwyddiannus, wedi bod yn bach fwy llwyddiannus, oedd y criw o'n i'n meddwl, griw bach da llynedd, ac lle nath i slipio ffwrdd ni llynedd, ond cyfle i'r hogyn sy'n dod nôl am fwy leni i fynd un yn bellach gobeithio, ac yna griw da o'r criw yna oedd yna llynedd, so maen nhw'n awchu i fynd.
Pan o fyno ni i ti wythnos mai i enwi 1 neu 2 chwaraewr i gadw llygad yno, fe enwes ti 6 neu 7 dwi'n meddwl, ond un yn benodol, Tom Howe, sydd wedi symud safle?
Ie, so Tom, oedd o'n 11 i chwarae llynedd, ond mae'n chwaraewr da. Mae'n sicr i chwilio allan am y dyfodol. Fydd o'n dal llygad gobeithio hyn yma a drwy tymor.
Fel nes i sôn, Tom Howe yn ware 8wr blwyddyn diwethaf chi, symud nawr falle i'r safle anoddach ar y ca.
The critical eye i fan hyn.
Jwmpo mewn fel bachwr. Siwt mae fe di traws newid y grosi hwnna?
Na, mae'n ogyn hyderus, a maen nhw just bach o touch o class yn dan yr ogyn. Oedd o'n taflu iddyn ni llynedd, so mae di arfer ar ran y pwysau taflu, so just bod yn dod fewn ac yn slot fewn yn sgrym fel 2 ywan.
A Geraint, ti eisiau rhoi pwyslais ar y pac ar rheng flaen yn benodol gyda Dylan Barrett, yn un sy'n gwerth cadw llygad yno?
Ie, fi'n credu mae'n chwaraewr gweithgar iawn, chwaraeodd Tîm Datblygiad Cymru 18 blwyddyn diwethaf. Mae'n hapus i cymryd cyfrifoldeb fel ymasodwr a hefyd yn amddiffynol, a mae'n rhywun sy'n mynd o amgylch ei waith yn dawel, ond fel fi'n gweud yn gweithgar iawn.
A Rhys Barrett yw frawd yn chwarae Gaerdydd, felly gobeithio gweld y teulu lawr yma falle yn cefnogi'r 2 nhw pnawn yma.
Ie, fi'n siŵr bod nhw lawr o Llant Efadre, a mae'r 2 nhw yn bechgyn props modern, a maen nhw'n hoffi cael ei dwylo ar y bel, ond hefyd maen nhw'n gwneud gwaith da yn y tin hefyd, a gobeithio bydd y 2 nhw yn cael noson i gofio.
Beth yw'r gobeithion? Beth yw'r bwriad eleni?
Ie, ni eisiau gwneud mor dda yn ei gallu, ni fel ni bod yn gweithio'r bechgyn, ni eisiau rhoi ein fersiwn gorau ni mas yna, perfformiadau, a gobeithio bydd pethau canlyniadau yn edrych rôl ei hunain. Ni'n gwybod pwy mor gystadleuol mae'r gyngrair hyn, a mae 2 gêm anodd iawn dyn ni y Glantaf a sydd gael i ddechrau da, ond fel ni'n gweud, chans i bechgyn datblygu a i chwarae yn erbyn ffrindiau a hefyd wrthwynebwyr o safon uchel. A
mae'n neis rhoi clod a bach o gariad i'r rheng flaen. Ddim wastad ni'n cael yn cael ei enwi o'r rheng flaen, ond o ran y llinell gefn, rhywun fath o beth ni'n disgwyl gweld o Glantaf eleni?
Ie, da ni'n sicr yn sticio i'r steil, mae hwnna'n rhan mowr o'n DNA ni ac yn hanes ni, so sy'n ffordd arall i chwarae gen i rili ag yr fath o blaenwyr. Da'n gobeithio bod pob yn gallu trafod, disgwyl bod nhw'n gallu trafod ac ni eisiau pel yn dwylo symud y bel gobeithio.
A'r bwriad i chi, mae'n dymor byr yn diwedd, 7 gêm. I chi'n barod yn edrych ar... wrth gwrs bod chi ddim. Un gêm ar y tro.
Mae'r ffocws i gyd yn dweud, eto mi mor gysadlio. Ac mae'r tîmau newid bob blwyddyn, felly dyna sy'n exciting am y gyngrau rili. Mae pob gêm yn y fantol.
A mae'r tîmau ei ffordd mewn i'r sefyllfa newid. Be fydd y neges ola, Llywarch?
Just penna clir dim o. Maen nhw wedi paratoi'n dda pythefnos os ni gael yr ocyn ôl Gaerdydd, so penna clir bod nhw'n gwneud penderfyniadau cywir pan maen nhw ar y bel.
Pennau clir a mwynhau, Gerard, ar y lefel yma?
Ie, mwynhau'n wir iawn, Mae'n chance o chwarae o flaen y camera hefyd. Mae hwnna'n dod â pwysau gwahanol hefyd, ond gobeithio rhywbeth maen nhw'n dod yn dod yn iwsti fel mae gyrfeuoedd nhw yn symud ymlaen, ond mi'n credu bydd y 2 tîm yn edrych ymlaen yn fawr iawn am y gêm.
Chi'n sôn lot am y camerau yn ystod yr wythnos?
Ddim llawer, no, jyst i trio cael ffocws ar y tîm. Mwy na dim byd efallai ambell waith, chi'n mynd fel unigolyn, chi eisiau bod y hero, ond mae gyd yn bwynt i'r tîm heno, i'r 2 tîm, a gobeithio bydd y 40 neu beth bych chweiwr yn gwneud adlewyrchiaeth da i gilydd heno.
Brilliant, mae'r camerau'n golygu bod mwy o waith gyda chi i wneud. Fi'n mynd i fynd ar mic a fi'n mynd i sgwyd y lawr. Diolch am eich amser a na i siarad gyda'r 2 o chi gobeithio yn ystod y gêm. Rhaid a cofiwch mae cyfle i weld uchafbwyntiau y 2 gystadleuaeth, y Cyngrair Ysgolion a Cholegau Cymru a Super Rugby nos Fawrth am 10 o'r gloch. Steph wedi ail ymuno ni nawr, a faint o bwysau sy'n mwynhau i gymharu a ni wedi sôn ar ddechrau'r rhaglen, mae hwn yn gam lan, mae fwy o gyfrifoldeb, fwy o pwysau, ond ar ddiwedd y dydd, mae'n rhaid bod y boes yn joio.
Ie, na pwrpas i fi rygbi ar bob lefel, y fwy uchel chi'n mynd, a noddach mae'n mynd, wrth gwrs gyda'r pwysau, ond chymod, oedd Yves yn siarad gynnach beth i chwarae gyda'ch ffrindiau, chi byth yn cael cyfle i wneud hwnna yn hir dymor, a i'r lot o'r boys hyn, felly hwn yw'r flwyddyn diwethaf gewn nhw'r cyfle na, felly mwynhau y cyfle na, wneud y gorau, mae'n noswaith perffaith yma yn Gaerdydd, felly ni'n awyddus i gweld pobl yn really mynd a dangos i doniau heno.
Mae'n braf gael Teddy Williams yma, clo o Gaerdydd, ei frawd yn chwarae yn yr ail reng i Glantaf, a fi'n cofio cyfweld â Teddy yn y tymor cyntaf i yn gweithio yn y gystadleuaeth fyd. Ond dyna ni, Ifan, fel nath Steph sôn, pwysau ar mwynhau. O ran sgiliau, be fydd yr hyfforddwyr yn edrych amdano? Geraint yn sôn am, mae lot o'r boes yn weithgar iawn, maen nhw moyn rhoi eu gorau. Oeddi ymddygiad yr un mor bwysig yn beth arall ar y lefel yma?
Yn sicr, fi'n credu fel o ran y lefel ma, wnaethon ni clywed Llywarch yn sôn amdano. Fi'n siŵr bod nhw moyn canolbwyntio ar y sgiliau sylfaenol, jyst o ran jyst dyla yn glir, a jyst wneud y pethau sylfaenol yn iawn. Os bydden nhw'n wneud na wedyn, maen nhw wedyn roi'r chances i nhw wedyn i falle i treial falle pethau bydden nhw ddim yn treial yn mwy gyfarwydd. Ond fi'n credu y sgiliau sylfaenol byd nhw'n treial targedu i wneud siŵr bod hwnna'n land nhw, a fel nath Steph sôn wedyn, mwynhau y foment yw'r peth mwyaf bwysig.
Reit, mae'r tîmau ar ei ffordd allan, felly mae'n bryd i ni ymuno a'n tîmau sylwebu. Fan ti'n canu Cymraeg iddi?
Ydw, ti'n fi.
Right, Steph Hughes sy'n ymuno a Dave Rogers. English language commentary is available yn y Gymraeg. Ifan Phillips a Rhys ap Williams sy'n barod i'ch tywys chi trwy'r gêm.
Thank you very much, Lauren. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a sun-drenched Cardiff Arms Park. It's the WRU Schools and Colleges League A, and 2 great teams in a great rivalry. Glantaf and Coleg y Cymoedd going head-to-head here, the first of 2 games in the capital, and we hope that you'll be joining us for both. This fledgling season will start to gather pace, and a massive opportunity for these 2 teams to lay down a marker here, really, and sort of set the stall out for what this season is going to look like for Ysgol Glantaf and Coleg y Cymoedd. Of course, Glantaf looking to go one better this season after heartbreak last year, that final defeat to Llandyfri College in League A. They led for most of the game, but a red card late on took the momentum away from them. Llandyfri came out winners, and that will fuel the fire. As for Cymoedd, well, They say they've got the best squad they've had since COVID. They won that relegation playoff and they earned the right to stay at the top level, to dine at the top table for another season in this incredibly competitive league. This is a glimpse into the future of Welsh rugby. And you have got a front row seat. Teams will be out in a second. The last few moments, the last words of wisdom, the last opportunity to leave it all in the changing rooms before you bring it out onto this hallowed turf, this brilliant surface. And here come the teams side by side. Coleg y Cymoedd in the black with the green trim. Ysgol Glantaf in the blue and navy hoops. Of course, these two teams will know each other so well. They'd have played club rugby together, representative rugby together. Many of them will have been shoulder to shoulder in the Cardiff under-16s and under-18s ranks. But here it is, the badge on the chest, the school. And let's take a look at Glantaf's side first. There's a real good mix here of the Year 1 and Year 2 students. Rhys Wyatt there at fullback. He's one of the Year 1s. Plenty of them in the backline too. Caelan Edwards and Johan Leishon as well. And Jack Piantecchi. It's a more settled halfback pairing. Joey Williams captains, Logan Jones outside him at tennis. Experience in the front row too, particularly the loose heads, Dylan Barrett and Logan Lloyd. Ethan Treharne-Ennis, a first-year tight head with a big job today. Oh, and Johan Dacey as well. We've received news. He's playing number 8, but he'll be in a blank jersey. Couple of debuts for the Coleg y Cymoedd boys as well. Well, just behind this graphic, they're actually set up and ready to kick off. Rhys Jones. There he is, making sure everything's good. As for Glantaf, of course, Lloyd Lucas captains the team, senior academy.
Okay. Fine, boys.
At Cardiff. Plenty of those, plenty of tasted success as well. But the game is underway. Coleg y Cymoedd kicking off. Glantaf receiving. That's a good early take there by Tom Howe. Plenty said about him.
Release.
Former back rower in the front row, and immediately getting into the game here. Hands on the ball for Glantaf. Confident carries.
Stay. Wingers on. Good.
That's a confident clearance as well. Plenty of breeze out there. Where's this going to bounce? Could be a little too deep. Is a bit too deep, and we'll go all the way back. And that is a sign of the breeze out there, a sign of the conditions. This is a great game. Great games require great company. Steph Hughes, how are you?
Very flattering, yeah, very good, thanks. Great to be here. Beautiful evening for us, isn't it? So we're looking forward to hopefully a good game of rugby.
Yeah, really good. We talked about the wind beforehand, and we've seen a glimpse there. That's gone all of 80 metres. And out over the dead ball. And not the start they'd have liked, Glantaf, but can we expect to see them kick a little bit more now they know they've got that wind advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to play a big factor in the first half, especially deep in their half. It's just about, obviously on this pitch, the ball runs a lot more, so the angle and the accuracy of the kick will be important.
First scrum of the game, it's Williams, Howe and Hill for Glantaf. Barrett, Lloyd and Treharne-Ennis in the front row. Glantaf defending. Cymoedd keen to get that ball out quickly. Here's Johan Dacey, number 8, in the blank jersey. Christopher thinks about the tip but throws the dummy. Chop tackle there by Sean Hill. Now Logan Jones. A little bit of width on it. There's a fumble. Referee says backwards. Rhys Jones with a good view of that. Again, the end-over-end kick has gone absolutely miles. Joseph Jones thinks about the kick. That's knocked on in the middle of the park, but it's been turned over now. Glantaf. Well, we'll go back for the scrum.
Well, it's a great example of Glantaf just managing the game on the turnover. Territory is going to be important, as we spoke about. The initial turnover, and Lloyd Lucas, the captain, showing his skill with the long kick, and it's the kick chase which allowed Glantaf to get the ball back, and it's a great position to attack from.
bang in the middle of the park on the 10-metre line. So, no, you're usually stood at 12 here. What's going through your mind in this position?
It's a difficult place to defend. From an attack perspective, that's a great kick again. It's hard to defend the front line and also the backfield in that position, especially as a full-back. It's really tough for Rhys Wyatt there.
That's yours, yeah. Good boys, hold it up.
And now they're going to have to exit here into the wind. Tell you what, we're in September, start of the season. You've played in much worse conditions than this to kick off the year, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. We played against Bristol a couple of weeks ago and it felt like middle of November, so it's beautiful here tonight.
Logan Lloyd in at hooker today, shortened numbers, 4 in the lineup. Oh, it has come up in Cymoedd hands and they're offloading inside their own 22. But that is a nervous first line out for the men in black. Good tackle on Trehan Ennis.
Yeah, that's a fair rip.
And that'll be exactly what Glantaf wanted when they kicked that ball into the 22.
Absolutely, and that's a great lesson on managing territory when you've got the wind behind you. To turn a team, it's difficult for Cymoedd to exit in these conditions with the wind. And the pressure from Glantaf, forcing them to make errors, and now is a wonderful attacking opportunity.
Well, they've got no one on the short side here, Glantaf. They've got Joseph Jones, who's the left winger in behind the scrum. He's making his way to the open side, and they're attacking the 22 for the first time. Good gain line carry. Oh, the offload's just gone forward. Glantaf over the line. It won't count for Joe Fernandez, but a statement of intent there.
Oh, really brilliant work from Bailey Cutts to get his hands free. It's a great decision initially, sees the overchase, gets his hands free. Oh, it's marginal. But it's a really positive start, yeah, from Glantaf. Again, though, they're in a good position to attack. Cymoedd will have to kick the ball into this wind.
But it's just Joe Fernandez deep here for Glantaf, and he is deep on the halfway line. It would be some kick to get it there off first phase. And they're opting for the sanctuary of the touchline, but it's bounced in field. It could bounce up here for Cymoedd. It's a good chase back in the end. Joe Fernandez got a lot of ground to cover there. Great turnover, good work over the ball. Cymoedd have done very well. Joey Williams, the captain, tries to step his way out of trouble. Doesn't make any meters, but doesn't lose any either. Pion Teki in at scrum half, tipped on. And
you can't roll
shot there on Trehan Ennis. He's tasted a couple of those in the first few minutes.
Interference with the ball. I want a quicker roll, please.
Well, Tom Howe has really implemented his physicality on this game. He's put a couple of huge shots in early doors. Cymoedd will be really pleased with how they've managed to escape their 22. Great work on the kick chase, and they competed really hard at the breakdown.
Yeah, kick chase, a turnover, a penalty, and all of a sudden they're tiptoeing around the 22. Great exit. Logan Jones at 10 today, dictating the play.
Yeah, say 2-2, yeah.
Now a big challenge for the line-out unit. It was a little bit shaky inside their own 22. And that's been snaffled by Glantaf. That was Gabe Williams who's gone up and grabbed that one. Big confidence builder for the young lot.
Take it back, stand in front, stay.
On the left boot again, hacked downfield, 22-22.
Black, retreat. Your time is retreat.
Stays in field, little fumble. Another smart kick to try and turn the back three.
Oh, it's inside. Careful, black, retreat.
You can just see Cymoedd just losing meters, kicking into that wind. Now Mason Daniels. That was Jones in field. And the ball's gone forward. Butterfingers there, costing Glantaf.
Yeah, it's unlucky from Glantaf. Joe Fernandez maybe just took his eye off the ball. But it just shows that, you know, this kicking game, the kick battle, Glantaf are winning it, obviously, with a wind. And it's just the decision-making process on when to stop kicking and to play. The decision was right, just a little bit of inaccuracy.
Crouch! Fine.
So again, it's Cymoedd. Put in at the scrum, going down the short side this time, trying to create some space, and they have. Excellent pace. An excellent identification of that space as well. But Glantaf with hands on the ball. Now Joey Williams, plenty of options. They opt for the big man, Luca Alexander White. Oh, half a gap. Only half a gap though. Tom Howes had hands on that, but then soon driven off it. Big collision in midfield there, Johan Leichon. And again, back up the short side.
No ball.
Well, they've got half a dozen players on that short side as well, asking questions. Oh, there was an extra hand on that then. Second man right underneath the referee's nose. And a couple of penalties in key areas and a good response from Cymoedd.
Yeah, absolutely. They worked really hard to get themselves into a good position. Their breakdown work is exceptional to allow them to have continuity in the attack, and they get rewards for their hard work. They worked back down the short side because Glantaf overfolded quite a lot. And they'll be really pleased considering they're playing into this wind. 9 minutes in to have an opportunity to have a shot at goal.
First chance at 3 points then. Sent goalwards. Straight through the uprights. 3-0. Coleg y Cymoedd.
Well, as I was saying, Coleg y Cymoedd will be very pleased with how they've fought back into this game after the early start where Glantaf managed territory and possession, but the first opportunity they had down in Glantaf's half, and they've managed the game really well, and they'll be thrilled with that 3 points.
It's taken just shy of 10 minutes to get those first points on the board. Again, Glantaf opt to go deep.
Keep retreating, Black.
And they forced that slice clearance. They're straight back into the 22. And they've had one opportunity in the red zone already. Didn't come up with anything.
There's your mark.
And another big moment here for Coleg y Cymoedd defensively.
Boys, Black off. Go back 10.
So Tom Howe, lots said about him. And that is one of the things that as a back rower converting into the front row, he's going to have to work on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a difficult transition. He was excellent, and he's excellent in the open play.
And this is excellent as well. Back rowers linking up. It was Dacey finding Gregory, and again, Cymoedd. It's unorthodox, but they find a way to exit.
All backwards.
They're throwing it around. It's a little bit cavalier here from Cymoedd, but so far at least it's working. Couple of missed tackles. Eventually Logan Jones brought down. It's quite physical for a 10. We've seen him play in the centres as well.
No hands. Let's counter ruck, boys.
And Joey Williams sets up for the box kick.
Inside.
Again, opts for touch, and they've made a good few metres.
Yeah, they have. They've done well. One area that Glantaf are really targeting is the breakdown with Cymoedd. They've counter-rucked 3 or 4 times and managed to turn the ball over. So Cymoedd will be quite aware of that area. I'm sure they'll be wanting to tidy that up. It is, we'll make a point how difficult it is for Cymoedd to exit into this wind. They work in correct angles to make the kicks easier for their half-backs.
But what we have seen as well is the wind causing havoc for both hookers as well. Front ball this time, good ball as well. Off the top it goes, and Mason Daniels can get things going. That was aggressively flat on the 10-metre line.
Leave him.
Tipped on by Elgin Williams. Again, good gain line work from Glantaf. Daniels, Lucas. Nice work into the 22. They go full width to play with. Suggestion of crossing. But we were playing advantage, so we'll go back this time for the Glantaf penalty. What are you doing here? You're going corner or posts?
I think I can understand going for 3 points to get back in the game. I do feel like going to the corner will be a good opportunity for Glantaf. with their line out, but obviously with this wind, it's difficult to get clean ball. Glantaf decide to go to the front of the line out there.
Is it on the 9, is it? Okay. We got a lifting tackle off the ball, yeah? You carried on after the ball to the yellow card, okay? Yeah?
But a yellow card has been shown.
Post called.
Glantaf are going to go for the posts, and Cymoedd, they're going to be a man down.
Yeah, it's the touch judge, I think, that's got involved here. It's off the ball. It's a dangerous, very dangerous tackle.
Conrad Gregory sent to the bin, and I don't think he can have any complaints either.
No, to be honest, he's probably quite lucky to get a yellow card for that. Dangerous, but a sensible decision, I think, for Glantaf to go for 3 points, because with this wind behind, they can get down into Cymoedd's half very easily.
First things first, you've got to get the points on the board, and they've done exactly that. Lloyd Lucas opens his account, opens Glantaf's account. Let's take another look at this.
Yeah, the counter-ruck initially is a great decision. It's just, once you start lifting people's legs beyond the ruck off the ball, Johan Dacey is the culprit, and you're making life very difficult for yourself then.
The game back underway, safely gathered. Now it's Glantaf who want to put a bit of width on it inside their own 22, and this might come to fruition. Options both ways. The inside ball, a good one. Up over halfway they go. One more pass might do it here. Joseph Jones gets away and scores for Glantaf.
What a brilliant try. We saw earlier Glantaf kicking from deep. It caused Cymoedd to put more players in their backfield. And it's brilliant work from the fullback, Joe Fernandez. Just bursts into the line, gets outside his man. Bailey Cutts does a great job on the inside support line. But just watch here, Cymoedd having to drop players off. They go from deep. There's a huge space in the middle. Great decision to play. Just watch the accuracy on the passes here. Bailey Cutts on the inside support line. And he does superbly to work back out to his winger. And how about this for a finish?
Well, he still had work to do, didn't he? We've seen him representing Wales under-18s. It was lovely work from Bailey Cutts, because he could have thrown that pass too early. There was a bit of a wrestle, bit of a jostle for position. But that is a real finisher's try. Coast to coast, right to left. Brilliant from Glantaf, and they lead for the first time.
Yeah, and deservedly so. That's superb rugby, heads-up rugby, seeing where the space is, accuracy on the pass, and then that's some finish from Joseph Jones.
Well, worryingly now for Cymoedd, they've been down to 14 for 2 minutes. They've conceded 8 points in that 2 minutes.
Yeah, really important from Cymoedd's perspective that they're accurate here in the breakdown and the tackle. They fill the field. They look narrow again here.
Oh, that was a good line. Bailey Cutts.
Avantis, knock on.
He's knocked that ball on, and Cymoedd can breathe.
Still Avantis, knock on, boys. Under pressure.
There's Logan Lloyd looking for the offload, trying to open that cat flap. Joey Williams has...
over.
Oh, now there's a hand on that by Harry Kinsey. Naughty, but not very naughty. Just a penalty.
Yeah, he just did enough there that it wasn't anything more than a penalty. Cymoedd doing well again, fighting to stay in this game.
Seen a couple of times with Joey Williams there at scrum half. He seems to have wanted to go one way, then had to flip back on himself. It's not super organised at the moment with him, is it?
No, it's difficult as well. They've lost a big ball carrier in Johan Dacey, and they're trying to play in 2 pods of 3 with their forwards, but they're losing their way quite a lot, which is making, the halfbacks' lives quite difficult.
Yeah, Joey, see the 10, yeah? Joey?
But here they are,
10,
back in the Glantaf 22.
10, yeah? Stay 2.
Logan Lloyd.
6 man called now. Oh, 5 man, okay?
Called for a 5 man.
Let's go. 9, you have to go back. 9, Joey, go back.
And the maul begins. It might end pretty soon as well. Glantaf might have spoiled this. Have they got a hand on it? Certainly going in the wrong direction from a Cymoedd perspective. That's another good carry. James Harding making an important tackle. It's pretty clustered there for both teams. Alexander White gets his head down. Not the quick ball they want, but Joey Williams again up the short side. Little dummy by Logan Lloyd to get over that gain line. Trahan Ennis in the red scrum cap in at scrum half. Finds Dylan Barrett, his propping partner. Oh, but that's turned over beautifully. Gabe Williams gets down. And Mason Daniels can send it clear. Well defended Glantaf.
Yeah, again, it's that counter-attack. We've seen it numerous times in this game. Something they've obviously worked on, Glantaf. They're making double tackles, straight back onto their feet and blasting that contact area. And it's really difficult for Coleg y Cymoedd because they have to play so narrow with 14 men. Gain line is difficult as well.
Black, time's off, okay? Time's off, boys.
And with that, Lauren is down there making friends. Who have you got with you, Lauren?
It's all okay. Head boys, or...
Diolch Rhys. Llewch na ddechrau gyda'r cais yn ymosod o ddyfnder. Joseph Jones na i groesi, mae'n rhaid bod hynny'n dyblesio.
Yndi, ie, na, beth o'n edrych i wneud i chwarae eto, so fel bacio'n sgiliau, wedi cwpl weithio wedi bod ymlaen i chwarae, dwi'n teimlo wedi cicio bach gormod, so nisio cadw bel dilwch i bach mwy.
Gaethon ni ddim lot o gyfle i siarad am y gwynt mae cyn y gêm. O dwi'n rhywbeth ti wedi trafod i'r tîm, mae'n dreffaith mae'n cael?
Ie, lot, achos erbyn braf, mae gwynt yn chwrlio, mae gwynt yn gry. To chwarae ma'n hun, mae'n horrible i chwarae, achos ti'n, ie. So, na, mae'n wedi cael dylanwad môr, ond sy'n mynd i gadw o, dwi'n mynd i trio defnyddio bach gorfod lle mae'n i chwarae, mae'n eisiau chwarae, so, ie.
Dewch ti chymar.
Always great to hear from the man himself. Of course, a familiar face and voice for those of you that regularly join us on a Thursday night. Oh, intercepted! This will be a second try for Glantaf, a second try for Joseph Jones. He steals in. And just as Cymoedd are starting to build, starting to get some possession, it is a 10-point game. He's having some 20 minutes, isn't he?
That's superb work from Joseph Jones. His timing is perfect. If he goes too early, Glantaf are numbers down. Cymoedd have decent speed of ball, but he's just committed completely to it. And that is a huge, huge result for Glantaf. It's very difficult as a winger to make that read, because if you get it wrong, Cymoedd are going the length the other way. So the timing is perfect. He goes on the pass. That's the most important thing. If you go before the pass, you get in front of the ball. But as the pass is thrown, he's accelerating into the space. And Joseph Jones gets a double before half-time.
Oh, and Caelan Edwards was just waiting there, wasn't it? And it's one of those ones, you're in midfield, all you can do is put your hands on your hips. You've got no chance.
I think 30 seconds, boys, okay? Next stoppage, probably.
Well, he is a young flying machine. And he'll be hoping to spend plenty of time on this pitch in the years to come, involved with the Cardiff setup.
Still taking back.
Experienced the Red of Wales in the under-18s this summer as well, in that summer series in Italy.
High tackle. Is it upright out there?
Glantaf, of course, it's one of those tries, is perhaps you can say, some would say lucky, you would say not, as an outside back, that was well timed, but they're getting rewarded now for that early patience when they kicked to the 20, kicked into the 22 with that early penalty that they had, and made Coleg y Cymoedd exit and work hard. And when you're playing with a win like this, it's a definite advantage. It's quite easy to think that you need to score with every phase, but you still need to build and be patient, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the balance they've got between their running game and kicking game is really good. And that's something they'll work on.
Blue 9 stay.
Well, Cymoedd are back up to 15 players. The back row are Gregory back in the game, but they conceded 15 points during that period.
Run away
and they
now,
are back
run away.
in their own 22 now.
Man, you're fine, 7.
Building momentum, mauling very well here.
Taken down by Blue. Ball's available. Play it, play it.
Brought that down themselves. And Mason Daniels has a look. The only option
Good.
is to go to the open
Play
side.
on.
This time, though, it's Cymoedd who can intercept,
Come on,
and then it's
knock
knocked on by Ioan Leishon. Back in the hands of Joe Fernandez. Nice bit of
Right,
footwork
over.
to get around Tane Jones. Now Joe Fernandez still going. Flings it infield. A real rib tickler on Rhys Wyatt. And then plays on the floor to end a quite chaotic period.
Well, that was brilliant rugby. Both teams moving the ball. First of all, it was Lloyd Lucas who got intercepted. He did a great job to get back, steal the ball back on the...
Cross the plane, sorry, Carl.
Oh, there were what? 2, 3 interceptions there.
Yeah, sir.
Frustrating knock on for Leishon. He was just looking for the offload, didn't he? Where's the speed?
Yeah. Rhys Wyatt did really well to get in the passing lane. Just unfortunate that the Glantaf players were on top of him as he caught the ball.
Yeah, Harry Kinsey saw a rib cage and a bit of frustration that he'd been intercepted, and he helped himself. That's Ethan Trahan Ennis down there, the first year tight head. Lots to like about this game, though.
Absolutely, it's a great contest, and you know the scoreline obviously is favourable for Glantaf, but I think we've got to remember the strength of this win that Coleg y Cymoedd are playing into is difficult. They obviously had a yellow card as well. Apologies, I had the wrong guy in the bin. Conrad Gregory was the man who had the yellow card, not Ioan Dacey. But you know, Cymoedd have fought really hard to stay in this fight. Every time they've had opportunities down in Glantaf's half, they've put some pressure on them, so they'll be, you know, obviously with one eye at the second half with the wind behind them, they'll be really pleased with that. It's just sticking in the battle for this next 20 minutes.
You've just got to hope that the wind stays, haven't you? Because you know what it's like this time of year. It could just disappear and we could have flat sailing conditions in the second half. Which is why if you win the toss, you always take that wind advantage first up. Overthrown. Glantaf come away with it. Good bit of footwork into contact as well. And up over halfway. It's a good bit of defending there. That's Logan Jones on the second row of Gabe Williams. And he's held him up as well. And it's been ripped. Great work from Cymoedd. Started with the outside half, and then Tom Christopher stepped in. And Dylan Barrett carries forward. Crossfield kick. Oh, it's just missed. Tane Jones. He's out there on the left wing, wearing 14. Beautiful kick, and wasn't far off from being spectacular.
It was a great decision initially from Leishon. Coleg y Cymoedd had numbers over on the open side because Glantaf were really narrow around that ruck. The kick is perfect. Just unfortunate Tane Jones can't quite make it. Here's the initial tackle. Fighting hard into that breakdown.
Ioan Leishon didn't give him credit there. He joined Logan Jones. And then in came Tom Christopher to help himself.
Crouch! Bind. Set. Ball in now.
Another nice quick scrum. Glantaf with Joe Fernandez. Has that gone backwards? Referee says yes. And then VAR calls it in. Be lucky to get away with that one there.
Yeah, good defence again from Coleg y Cymoedd. They're just patient. Glantaf showing a lot of threat from deep. Fernandez has been really obvious when he's got into the game. But Coleg y Cymoedd again, we spoke about them just staying in there, managing the territory as well as they can, and they've done a really good job of it. Now, they've got a huge opportunity from this scrum. There's a massive blind side here, as you can see on the screen. There's a lovely option for the scrum half to take this with the winger.
Bind. Set.
Piantecchi, we're in 11 on the right wing.
Go scrum.
He's gone to the open side now. Massive blind side that they're ignoring.
Fine.
Again, Logan Jones takes it into contact, so they're without Recognised 10 for this next phase at Coleg y Cymoedd. So Barrett gets through the first tackle. Chance for some quick ball here. And they've got it. Leishon in at first receiver. Stood up in the tackle.
You pushed him into it. Ball's there, ball's there. Good ball.
Christopher. And drives through. Short ball. Was it forward? No, says the referee. And Johan Dacey crashes into the 22. Chance for Coleg y Cymoedd to build something here. Put some pressure on this scoreboard.
We're going to stop health and safety, okay?
Oh, Joey Williams, the captain, injured. And Rhys Jones brings play to a halt.
Take your time, man. Take it down. Take it down.
Oh, he did a great job initially, Joey Williams. We hope he's okay. He got caught. His leg got caught in that breakdown as he was sniping around the ruck. Another great phase of play for Cymoedd. Johan Dacey carrying really well up the middle. That's the thing we want to see from Cymoedd's perspective, of him on the ball more, trying to get him at space. Here's the line. It's a great line. Gets his hands free. Takes a lot of men to bring him down. And then just gets his leg caught there, Joey Williams, in that ruck.
26 minutes on the clock. It's 15-3, and Lauren is with Gareth Wyatt.
All good. Space good. All right. Good space.
Un o hyfforddwyr Coleg y Cymoedd i ddechrau, Gareth. Pa mor gostus mae'r cerdyn fel yna wedi bod?
Ie, mae Glantaf wedi cymryd mantais o fe, ond just angen i boys ni setlo bach. Lot o nerfiau yn dod mewn i'r gêm, so just eisiau ni mynd trwy'r cymalau, edrych ar ôl y bel yn well. Mae Glantaf yn dda iawn yn adral y tacl ar hyn o bryd, so gallwn ni bod yn lot gwell na, ond just cadw mewn edrych mlaen ail hanner.
Chi'n disgwyl nerfa? Mae'n gêm gyntaf, lot o'r boes yn camau'r llwyfan yma am y tro cyntaf. Wnaethoch chi siarad am y peth lot yn ystod yr wythnos?
Na, ni ceisio ddim adeiladu, ond ti'n bod beth mae social media, bechgyn a'r clwbiau, ti'n bod ar y teledu heno, gêm mawr yn erbyn Glantaf, mae pawb yn gwylio nhw y ffrindiau o clwbiau ac ysgolion. A mae'n peth mawr i nhw, a cyfle gwych. Ac yn siŵr gewn ni weld bach o rygbi dda am gweddill y gêm.
Bydd y gwynt o fantes i chi yn yr ail hanner, chi'n meddwl? Achos mae'n troell i bob ffordd ar y foment.
Ydy, gyda Glantaf ar hyn o bryd, ond gallwn ni dal wneud yn well mewn i'r gwynt, ond sicr gobeithio bydd e'n mantais yn ail hanner.
Gareth, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch.
Let's go. Seconds.
Always
Get a stable.
great to hear from Lauren.
Crouch.
Did you lend her those corduroys she's wearing tonight?
Fine.
Steph, or?
No, they're not mine.
Set.
It might be Reese's, actually. He's got a corduroy shirt on next to us on the Welsh language comms. But back to the action, and Cymoedd inside the 22. Big opportunity and a big line as well. Edwards offloads. What a brilliant tackle on Rhys Wyatt. Try-saving, outstanding defence. Best chance of the game so far, though, for Cymoedd. And then Glantaf turn it over. Outstanding defensive effort. And Cymoedd remain on 3 points.
Stand still, stand still, stand.
Kieran's kick is fumbled somewhat, and Cymoedd can come again. But how have they not scored?
Advantage black, offside.
Here. Glantaf offside.
Got plenty of advantage black, offside, okay?
He's gone through a fair bit of work, the young tight head. Here's Logan Jones now to the line. Here's Conrad Gregory. Lovely offload, now some space. Caelan Edwards off. Out of the back door it goes. Rhys Wyatt stood up again. Leishon.
Okay?
He's got Pionteki, who's the first there again. Glantaf pressuring. Inside ball, Logan Lloyd. This as sharp as Cymoedd have looked, hungry for that 5 points. Coming up to 28 minutes here at the Arms Park. Numbers out to the left-hand side. Slightly slower ball, Joey Williams. Checking back the other way.
Going nowhere, boys. Got plenty of advantage.
Well, let's go back to that tackle on Rhys Wyatt.
Let's get the mark in, Joey.
Unbelievable.
Offside, 12,
Incredible
13,
tackle. He was over the line. You've got to give Glantaf credit. Their defence has been immense this half because Cymoedd have thrown everything. It's a brilliant line initially from Caelan Edwards. Gets his hands free. What a tackle that is.
Will Adams.
And then they counter-ruck, turned it over. But again, Cymoedd having an opportunity here. I think they're going to take 3 points. They've looked their best when they've moved the ball, haven't they? When they're not just running straight up. Little tips, getting...
The race is run for Joey Williams. I think that ankle giving him more problems than he initially thought. So Sam Price is going to come in, a first-year scrum half. And 3 points added to the total now. Talked about the wins and the advantage and staying in the game and keeping that scoreboard ticking over. Probably a sensible decision.
Yeah, really smart, I'd say. And Cymoedd deserve that 3 points just to keep them in distance of Glantaf. I think the way they've moved the ball towards the last 10 minutes of this half has been excellent. And, you know, they'll take a lot of confidence from that moving into the second half when they can manage territory a bit better.
Lloyd Lucas gets the game back
Black.
underway.
Okay.
A decent clearance kick, but only as far as Joe Fernandez. Lloyd Lucas off the left hand. Bailey always looks dangerous. This time it's Cymoedd searching for that counter. Not getting any luck though. Gabe Williams carries it forward for Glantaf.
Happy, play, no hands.
Coming up to the 30-minute mark. It's Tom Howe.
Okay, full gun.
Nice bit of footwork and congestion there for Lloyd Lucas. Actually runs out of space though.
Off blue, off the front of blue, play.
That turned over. Johan Dacey. Half an hour gone. Is there another score here before half-time? If it goes to the men in black, then we really do have a second half on our hands. That's Dylan Barrett. Again, Gabe Williams being a real nuisance at the breakdown. Reece Wyatt just slowed down into contact there.
No hands, no hands.
A good line, but it didn't open up the way he expected. Neither of these teams scared to offload in contact, are they?
No, they're not. You've got to give Glantaf credit for the pressure they're putting that breakdown. It's an absolute nightmare for Mason Daniels having to dig all the... sorry, not Mason Daniels. Sam Price, who's come on, having to dig at the breakdown, trying to get the ball back. Here's the turnover.
Yeah, it's just off a little boot on the clear out, wasn't it? It was a clumsy one from Elgan Williams. On Logan Jones, he's unlucky there. It came off the boot initially. Got a chance here, though. Again, no real option on the short side, though. Joseph Jones is loitering with intent.
Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Right.
In fact, it does go that way. Oh, he's got away from the tackle again. Joseph Jones.
Play. No effect.
He looks so hungry tonight, Joseph Jones, but Cymoedd. Great turnover. That's Conrad Gregory.
Go back, please.
Over the ball.
That's a really important turnover with the context of the game. Obviously, we're getting closer to half-time now. And the Cymoedd will be really pleased if they can keep the scoreline as is going into the half. Glantaf looking really dangerous when they've got ball. They've just not been accurate enough in Cymoedd's red zone.
Just see on that scrum there, Joseph Jones just had to halt his run. Didn't come out as quick as he wanted it.
No, I think it'd help if he started out there rather than running in there. He could get a flat pass and get, because he's so effective beating players one-on-one.
He's one of the scholarship students. I wonder if we might see him play a little bit of senior rugby this year. Cymoedd on the ball, trying to create space up the left-hand side. Good work by Tane Jones just to stay in field.
Open play.
Reece Wyatt. Bundled towards touch, bundled into touch.
Head on the line, boys, unlucky.
This will be Glantaf ball.
Well, it's good ambition from Cymoedd to move the ball, because as we've seen through the half, it's really hard to kick into this wind. So that starter play was run really well.
It'll be really interesting to see how their game plan changes in the second half, and whether we do see them go on to the toe a little bit more. And with that, Steph's gone to the studio. Plenty for him and the team to pick through at half-time. Oh, another line-up. Oh, that one just about works out. Gabe Williams, great hands.
Say more.
And this maul for Glantaf really does look like a weapon when they can get the line-out right.
Sideways. Down by blue.
Down to ground it goes. Mason Daniels. Hops for the big man. That's Cadman. Win that race around the corner, Glantaf. Doing some quick ball here in a third try before half-time. Into Tom, how it goes. He stood up well by Jovan Leishon. Lloyd Lucas. Will Adams steps one way and explodes off the right boot. Williams. Good tackle on him and a hand on it by Caelan Edwards. Turned over. Great defence by Cymoedd. And they're finding a way to stay in the game.
Onside!
And Sam Price. And a decent clearance kick. The whistle goes, that's half-time. Fascinating game of rugby. Glantaf, 2 scores. Joseph Jones with both of them. The first finishing off a brilliant length of the field move. The second, an interception. 2 penalties off the boot of Logan Jones, keeping Coleg y Cymoedd in the game. But Ysgol Glantaf with the 9-point lead. They might feel as though they need it as well. In this breeze, there's certainly an excellent contest. 15 points, all of them scored in the yellow card period with Conrad Gregory in the bin. The half-time score, Ysgol Glantaf 15, Coleg y Cymoedd 6.
Jones wedi troi'r gêm ar ei phen. Oedd hi'n 3-1 tan bod e'n croesi am y cais gynta. A wedyn, yn rhynggyffio am yr ail un. Glantaf yn dangos bod nhw'n dwlu rhedeg gyda'r bel yn ei dwylio sydd wedi gwneud Tywyll y Myrddin yn ŵr gweddol hapus ar yr hanner. Falle bod y Cymoedd wedi dod nôl mewn iddi i raddau yn yr ail hanner yna. Seth Hughes a Ivan Phillips yn ymuno a fi. Ond newn ni ddechrau jyst gyda yr ymwodau. Newn ni, achos wnaethon ni ddim really sôn lot amdano nhw cyn y gêm. Mae'n teimlo fel bod y gwynt yn troelli bob man, ond mae'n fwy o fantas i Glantaf, Steph.
Odi, yn sicr, ni wedi gweld Cymoedd yn ffindo fe'n anodd iawn i gael gwared o'r bel yn 2-20. Mae mor anodd i gicio mewn i'r gwynt, a ni wedi gweld rhan fwyaf o'r gêm cael ei chwarae lawr yn hanner y Cymoedd. Fi'n siŵr bod nhw'n bles iawn yn mynd mewn i'r hanner gyda'r sgôr, gan feddwl pa mor gryf yw'r gwynt.
Ie, felly mae'n hwb seicolegol i nhw yn gwybod bod y mantes gyda nhw, y gwynt gyda nhw tu ôl i cefnau yn yr ail hanner. Ond roedd hi'n ergyd seicolegol i golli 1-1. Carden Felen, oedd e'n dadle be bydd dy farn di, Ifan?
Just yn colli ben tyma bach fan hyn. Fi'n credu bod e'n lwcus iawn i fod yn onest. Carden Felen oedd e, achos oedd e off y bel yn grwn, a na beth wedyn yn arwain o'r cic-osp na. 1-1 yn bring yn y llinell amddiffynol na, a Glantaf yn cymryd mantes o hwnna. Na chi gais cynta y gêm i Glantaf. Y ddoi canolor yn cyfuno gyda'i gilydd, a wedyn yr esgellwr Joseph Jones yn gael ei ddwylo'n rydd, yn trosglwyddo'r bel i'r llaw chwith na, a defnyddio'r wedyn y llaw arall i gwthio'r cefnwr bant. Felly mae hwnna'n gais gwych, a hwnna'n gorffeniad gwych gan yr esgellwr.
Galle, naill un wedi gorffen y cais yna. Falle bach fwy o hyder yn tîm Glantaf. Wrth gwrs mae'n helpu pan chi'n mynd ar y blaen, ond diddorol clywed Gareth yn sôn am nerfe. Ti'n meddwl bod Glantaf wedi gallu mynd i afel a llif y gêm yn well?
Ie, fi'n credu mae'r cydbwysedd gyda nhw rhwng y gêm cicio a'r gêm lledu'r bel yn dda. Welon ni'r enghraifft o nhw'n chwarae o dyfnder y tro na yn sgori'r cais, ond hefyd maen nhw wedi cico'n dda iawn. Maen nhw wedi cico'n hir yn gorfodi'r Cymoedd i chwarae mas yn ddwfn. Mae wastad yn rwydd o chwarae'r gêm lawr yn hanner y gwrthwynebwyr i ddechrau o ran hyder. Felly mae'n mynd i fod yn ddiddorol i weld fel maen nhw'n ymdopi gyda'r gwynt yn yr ail hanner.
Ie, ffordd eisiau canmol y ffordd nath e orffen y cais cynta, ond y weledigaeth am yr ail cais yn berffaith.
Ie, yn sicr, o'n i'n meddwl i'r Cymoedd nhw wedi gael yn gwmws be nhw moyn. Nhw wedi cael dasu ar y bel yn gynnar yn y cymal cynta na, yn mynd dros y llinell fantes, a o'n i'n meddwl oedd Glantaf bach yn fyr ar yr ochr agored na, ond unwaith to yr esgellwr yn dod lan yn fflat iawn yn y llinell amddiffynol na, darllen y bas yn wych, a mae'r leisians na gydag yn bendant i ddod off yr asgell na, achos ni wedi gweld nhw'n treol wneud cwpl o weithiau.
Ie, mae hwnna'n rhywbeth sy'n anodd iawn i wneud fel esgellwr, yn wedig esgellwr ifanc, i gael y hyder i fynd am y bêl. Mae'n bwysig bod chi ddim yn mynd rhy gynnar, neu mae'r chwarae'n cael ei chwarae tu ôl chi. A os na mae'n gael y bêl na, mae'r Cymoedd yn mynd i sgori yn y cornel, felly mae amseriad hwnna yn arbennig.
A mae'r Cymoedd wedi gael eu cyfleoedd eisiau canmol, falle amddiffyn Glantaf fyd, achos nhw'n pwyso yn adegau ola'r hanner cyntaf na.
Ond nhw yna, rhaid rhoi clod i'r Cymoedd, maen nhw wedi ymladd yn dda iawn yn y gêm. Mae'r Daclin yn un arbennig, rhaid ar y linell gais. Ond beth sydd wedi sefyll mas i fi yw gwaith y Glantaf yn ardal y Dacl. Maen nhw wedi gwrthrycio bron pob ryc. Ni'n gweld enghraifft yn un Wyatt yn cael ei daclo ar bwys y linell. Ond jyst gwyliwch gwaith Glantaf yn ardal y Dacl fan hyn. Yr ail gweithred na i wthio trwyddo yn troi'r bêl drosto. Welwn ni 5, 6, 7 enghraifft o hwnna yn yr hanner gyntaf.
A mae hwnna'n dod o Llywarch a'r tîm hyfforddi, achos mae hwnna'n eu pennau nhw yn amlwg.
Ie, yn sicr, fi'n credu mae fe'n dod o yr cyflymdra yn y llinell amddiffynol a maen nhw'n dod lan mor gyflym. Maen nhw'n ennill y frwydr corfforol na, sy'n neud yn haws i targedu'r ryc na, felly o na, yn sicr, mae'r feddylfryd na i ymosod y ryciau na, a mae'r Cymoedd yn gwely'n anodd iawn ar hyn o bryd.
Ie, diddorol sut eiffi yn yr ail hanner. Ni wedi yn barod gweld i'ch chafbwyntiau adran A cyn i'r gêm gychwyn. Dyma i chi i'ch chafbwyntiau adran B. Y gêm yma yn cael ei chwarae ddoe. Dyffryn Aman yn curo Sir Benfro wedi gwneud y daith i'r gorllewin 24-5. Dyma fe Osian Herbert yn defnyddio ei bwer i blymio ar y cae. Pen y Bont yn trechu Castell Nedd Port Talbot 64-19. Theo Hutchinson wrth cefnogaeth gyda fe, ond roedd y llinell gais ar ei feddwl. Chwip o gais i'r unigolyn. Ysgol Uwchradd Casnewydd 31-8 yn erbyn Coleg Chris Aberonddi. 5 cais i 1 yn y diwedd. Noah Morgan yn cyfrannu at y cyfanswm yna. Coleg Gwent 26, Ystylafera 17. Ystylafera wedi mynd ar y blaen cyn bod Coleg Gwent yn taro nôl. Aled Evans, ysgolwr cyntaf, wedyn Kai Wardman yn dod nôl y mewnwr i dilio o dan y pist cyn bod Chester Creel yn ychwanegu'r gweddill. 26-17, felly y sgôr terfynol yn y sgôr na, a dyma sut mae pethau'n edrych yn tabl adran B. Ysgol Dyffryn Aman, a lleweithoch chi y prif hyfforddwr yw Shane Williams, fydd e'n blest iawn i weld ei dîm ar frig y tabl. Casnewydd, Pen y Bont a Coleg Gwent i gyd yn y 4 ucha. Mae'r ddau brif hyfforddwr eisoes wedi siarad gyda'i tîmau nawr yn ail ymuno â fi. Geraint i ddechrau, beth y prif neges?
Just, chymod, ni wedi rhoi llawer emdrych wedi'r hanner cyntaf yna, chymod, elfennau tyn bach gyda ni nawr, hael hanner, just hongi am mewn a cadw ymlaen gweithio'n galed. Ardal Dacl yn bwysig i ni, chymod, mae Glantaf fel ni'n gwybod yn mynd i fod yn grymus iawn fyna, ond chymod, rhaid ni delio dy hynny ail hanner.
Ni wedi sôn am y ceisiau llawer, ond Steff yn benodol yn sôn am y gwrthrycio. Di hwnna'n elfen o'r gêm sydd wedi brasio di?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl, dechrau gêm, nathon ni gweld yn un gêm ni yr ochr gwrthrycio na. So, ie, dwi'n gwybod bach mwy o hynna o'n ail hanner ag, ie, gobeithio cadw'r bêl.
A be yw diweddar ar Joey Williams, y capten?
Ie, yn anffodus, mae bigwn wedi cael ei troi a mae'n siomedig i ddod bant, ond yna rygbi ar brydiau, ond mae'n fel chwarae'r allweddol i ni om siams awr i Sam i fynd yn ôl i bod yn chwarae'r dylanwadol ni heno.
Diolch yn fawr, neu adael i chi ddychwelyd i'r ystlys, a mae'n amser i ni ail ymuno a'n tîmau sylwebu. There's English language commentary available with Steph Hughes and Dave Rogers, ond nôl ni yn y Gymraeg i Rhys-Ap Williams sy ar fi'n cael cwmni Ivan Phillips.
Glantaf will get us underway in this second half, leading by 15 points to 6. No changes for the men in the blue hoops. And they're going to kick this one deep and make Cymoedd play out. Now straight to the boot, and let's see if that wind is still playing as much of a part. Oh, here's Lloyd Lucas having a little attack. Just lost his footing there, and in losing his footing, lost the ball as well. Not the start he'll have wanted. Let's take another look at this. It was certainly a sign of intent through the dummy. And then just went straight into Caelan Edwards. Geraint Lewis there talking about the contact zone, and Coleg y Cymoedd will take that as a win. The replacement scrum half, Sam Price, is still on, so that will be a permanent change. Joey Williams. And that ankle injury. Well, he missed the hook there, Cymoedd, and then managed to get that ball back. Here's Johan Dacey. Perhaps very lucky to be in possession of that.
Hand in the scrum.
And it was a hand in the scrum. Lost the hook.
Hand in the scrum. Hand in the
And
scrum,
went more
flank,
captain hook. Where's that hand come from? Is that a little fingertip there from Conrad Gregory? Well, he needs to be careful, doesn't he? He's already found himself in the bin. Now Lloyd Lucas.
Yeah, 6. 6. Can't use your hand, yeah? 6. 6.
He's telling Conrad Gregory he can't use his hand. He knows he can't use his hand. He's going to do it anyway. Now playing into the wind in the second half. This would be a big 3 points, and it's held up in the wind and drifted across the face.
Yeah, 22. 22.
So that's the second miss of the day for Lloyd Lucas. 1 penalty, 1 conversion.
Behind the kicker, boys. Behind.
Behind. To get this ball back now.
Thanks, boys.
From the 22. Here he is again, Lucas. Opts to find Bailey, cuts offloads. Oh, it's a good tackle. Replacement tight head, Evan Nicholas Niasui. Bouncing ball. Oh, it could open up here, and might open up. Will Adams. Finished. It's a hat-trick. Joseph Jones. Everything he touches turns to gold. Will Adams with the assist. A bit of chaos with a bouncing ball, and it's Glantaf who pull away. And Joseph Jones is having a game to remember here at the Arms Park.
What a brilliant start to the second half for Glantaf. Their offloading game is exceptional through this phase of play. They get a bit of luck to start with, keep the ball alive. Just watch the skill set here. Both forwards moving the ball. The timing of the pass is perfect. And Joseph Jones had a lot of work to do again, didn't he, in the corner. He's a strong and powerful ball carrier. That's a brilliant kick as well. Lloyd Lucas. He's been really impressive, Lloyd Lucas. His balance between his passing game, his managing, and his goal kicking. Here's the try again.
He's done that twice today, hasn't he? When he knows the contact is coming and takes the requisite action to beat it. That's a real natural instinct that he's got.
It is, and he's a powerful boy as well. When he dips, his centre of gravity is lower, and he's a lot more powerful.
So that Lloyd Lucas conversion, excellent conversion, but also tells us a lot about him as a player. So he starts the second half, knocks the ball on in contact. Then he misses a penalty, but he can wash that off and drain one from the touchline.
Absolutely, and those traits, as a fly half, you have to have them because you're such involved in the game, you're managing the game, and you have to be able to just forget about mistakes and do the next job, and he's done a great job of it.
Gabe Williams takes the kick off. Tom Howe crashes it up.
Blue stationary.
And Lloyd Lucas sends it downfield. Here's Rhys Wyatt. He's taken some big collisions today, Rhys Wyatt. Still going, still hungry for the contact zone as Leishon looking for a 50-22. No such luck this time. Lucas
Retreat.
opts for the touchline and makes a good clearance kick.
That's an excellent kick from Lucas. And it's a little obvious point, but the fact it goes over the advertising boards into the stand means that Glantaf Cymoedd can't take it quickly because they were set, they had their backs behind the ball, but the accuracy of the kick into the wind is really impressive.
And into that wind as well. Cymoedd, not really. been able to take advantage of that yet, but we're only a few minutes into this second half. Confirmation of that front row replacement then. Evan Nicholas Nyasui on the tight head for Ethan Treharn-Ennis. It's back with Glantaf again, and that set piece really costing Cymoedd. Again, that contact zone, an area where Glantaf have been superior. Bailey cuts on to Joseph Jones. He's off his wing, feeding Harry Kinsey. It's been knocked on, so we'll go back for the scrum. It's getting a bit tasty out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. A lot of passion involved. Referee doing a good job of calming it down. Nothing there, boys. Back onto it. But Cymoedd sticking in there with the defence there.
That's Bailey cuts.
He's played well, hasn't he? Yeah. He's been really obvious in both attack and defence.
Another player who's involved with the Cardiff Academy.
Set.
Change in the back row for Cymoedd as well. Alfie John has gone onto the blind side. That's a better kick. That's a much better kick. Oh, outstanding. Yes, 50-22, more 22-22. Chop that up and put it in a highlights reel.
Superb kick. Logan Jones, he's played really well. He's managed the game. He's been quite physical, but that's exactly what you want from your 10 with the wind behind. The angle's perfect.
That is massive. That's 85 metres.
And it's a brilliant opportunity for Cymoedd now to get a foothold back in this game. They feel they need to score here.
Well, the line out has to tick. A couple of new lifters in there. Cody Johnson on as well, so wholesale changes. Alfie John in, Cody Johnson in. Evan Nicholas Nyasui in. It's going towards the touchline. So they break away through Logan Lloyd. Not spent much time here in this part of the pitch. Need to improve this red zone efficiency. There is Cody Johnson. Sam Price tips it on. More great defence. Dylan Barrett driven back. Logan Jones in at scrum half. Tipped on. Good take. Conrad Gregory does well to stay in field. Again, Price. Good carry. Tom Christopher. It's outside the shoulder of the first tackler. That was Alfie John again, fumbled. A little knock on there by Glantaf, but defensively they look very hard to break down.
Yeah, they've been excellent through the game, their defence. They've made some big collisions as well. We've seen a few times. It's a great read from Bailey Cuts, just gets his hand a knock on in the tackle. They just look really comfortable, Glantaf, even when they don't win a collision defensively. The speed of their fold from their forwards allows them to go forward on the next phase.
If you're Cymoedd then, how do you stress this defence? Because it doesn't feel as though they've been able to do that yet.
No, when Cymoedd looked their best in the first half, they've moved the ball a little bit further. Cymoedd are really strong, Glantaf are stronger on the ruck. They've moved the ball a little bit wider.
A messy scrum, little reset. Might have spoilt the surprise for Cymoedd as well, because they had Rhys Wyatt and Logan Jones behind the scrum. They peeled to the left. Caelan Edwards, Jack Piontecchi out there on the right-hand side.
They've also got Johan Dacey at 8, who's carried. When we've seen him on the ball, he's been brilliant. They probably haven't had enough of him on the ball, so he'll be a threat from the base.
Yeah, Conrad Gregory shifted up into the second row now. And they have gone to Logan Jones. Oh, another good collision, another good tackle. And another good counter from Glantaf that leads to the turnover. Now we're into a foot race. Kinsey gets away. Good cover though, and it's Alfie John, the back rower, who gets back. An advantage, Cymoedd are offside. Harry Kinsey there, showing some serious gas to put Glantaf in this position, but a knock on in the middle of the park lets Cymoedd off the hook.
Oh, it was a huge opportunity. If that pass would have gone to hand, Glantaf were in the corner again, but it's great defence again from Glantaf. The initial collision, work at the breakdown. Here's the initial collision. And then brilliant work at the breakdown. Luca Palmer it is, and makes a fight of it, and then they're away. And they've been so dangerous on the counter, haven't they, Glantaf? Cymoedd are scrambling, and they just play on top. Great work.
Well, they've made good decisions, haven't they? They've known when to go in their 22, when to kick in their 22.
Yeah, and the balance has been really good between running and kicking game. And that's what makes it hard to defend. You know, defensively, when they kick, you drop your winger off to defend the backfield, and then when they run, he comes up, and it's just mind games.
It's end-to-end. Both teams visiting the 22. Cymoedd coming up empty-handed. What can Glantaf do here? Good line-out ball. Williams the target again. They've got an advantage. Cymoedd have played the man before he's hit the deck. So they go to the big men for business time. Well done, Williams has got the ball at the back. They might try and go all the way. I think the wrestling match happened in the middle of that ball. Daniels, this time it's Adams in at first receiver, hack clear. But the penalty advantage becomes a full penalty.
Well, Glantaf just reminding us, we speak a lot about how effective they are moving the ball, getting their wingers on it, but their pack is exceptional. Really well organised maul, and they gain maybe 10-15 metres with that maul, and they gain a penalty from it, so I'm sure they'll be going to the corner again here.
Early charge in the line out, eh? Early in the line out.
See where that early charge was, yeah. Just a little bit earlier. Action early.
Cymoedd, wait for the landing, yeah? Not too early, okay?
And no suggestion of post this time. Glantaf going for the jugular. Again, Williams the target at the front. Has all the time in the world to hand that off to Tom Howe.
Put down by Blue.
Conrad Gregory trying to be a nuisance. He's on that ball, Gregory. Well, this could come up very nicely for Cymoedd. And it does. Brilliant work. Conrad Gregory.
Too late.
Snuffs out the danger.
Oh, it's great work from Conrad Gregory. He just worked his way through the middle of the maul, didn't he? Made a great leeway through, got his hands on the ball, and then once you get your hands on the ball in the maul, you don't have to move at all. And he was strong on it. As soon as he went to the floor, he knows he doesn't have to move. And it's a great reaction from Cymoedd, considering they gave a penalty away in the maul before.
It's tough, ugly work, that is. Takes a lot out of the lungs, and it's gone down with a knock there on the calf, but I'd imagine the chance to just refill and recharge, he's done everyone a favour there, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Particularly this point of the season as well. I mean, these guys are a couple of games in now, but it'll have been a long pre-season, and of course, your Dragons boys get things underway on Saturday, and I'd imagine there'll be some pretty red raw lungs in that game against the Ospreys as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do all the running in the world in pre-season. It doesn't quite prepare you for the game, so we're really looking forward to that. The pre-season games have been challenging, and lots of boys have had some great exposure, so yeah, we're all ready to go.
How's it been then? Because you are, well, how many pre-seasons is it now?
For me, 14.
14 pre-seasons as a professional. Do you still get the same buzz?
Yeah, I do. Physically, my body doesn't get the same buzz. It takes me a little bit longer to recover, but I still love it. Yeah, I can't say I love pre-season very much, but the rest of it is great.
Fine.
Well, of course, the pre-seasons that you've just had are the ones that these young men aspire to in the future. Here's Dacey. Oh, he gets stuck behind the pack there, and he's in a little bit of trouble here. Johan Dacey.
Use it!
And Glantaf piling on the pressure, as they do when they're defending their own 22. They are not going to make this exit easy for Cymoedd. We've scrambled it away to Harry Kinsey. He goes infield, and now Glantaf can attack. Here's Joseph Jones, a hat-trick already, and the fend, and he's away. Joseph Jones inside. Lloyd Lucas is over. Another fabulous score by Glantaf.
Well, it's a brilliant try. Joseph Jones has been a superstar in this game. Every time he's had the ball, he's made something happen. And Lloyd Lucas deserves a try. He's worked really hard. He's been exceptional at managing the game for Glantaf. It's a tough exit for Cymoedd, right down in that corner. It was a good kick from Rhys Wyatt, but the kick chase was really narrow. Just watch how he takes off. On the outside, handoff, keeps the ball alive, and then he's unselfish to feed it inside. That's as good of a try as you'll see.
3 tries and an assist. These two have shared all the points between them of Lucas and Jones. Lovely awareness, isn't it? Because he sees the shoulders turn of the outside man, gets round Caelan Edwards. And he is going to be a serious weapon for this Glantaf team this season, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's been a standout player so far. And I'm sure the more times they can get him on the ball, the better off they'll be.
Tough one there for Cymoedd, because there wasn't a lot else they could do.
Fell into it. Tackle me, tackle me.
29-6. 51 minutes gone. Starting to look like a tough evening now for Coleg y Cymoedd.
Black, you come in. Black, 6, this is it.
That's a good kick up the tram line. Not a lot of space to work with. Lloyd Lucas looking for the banana kick. Nice composure about his work, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. He had a left foot kick there, straight into a right foot banana kick. He's a very skillful player, but like you said, he's got great composure for a young 10. And he's keeping Glantaf just chipping away, obviously at the scoreboard, but territory-wise, the contrast between the first half where Coleg y Cymoedd played the game and where Glantaf are playing the game with this wind, it may have died down a bit, but it's day and night.
Sent an early man up of Glantaf. Coleg y Cymoedd managing to win that ball. But Glantaf are just making that breakdown such a mess, aren't they? It's difficult for Cymoedd to get any kind of momentum or speed of ball from these breakdowns.
Yeah, it is, and that's been a challenge for them the whole game.
Dummy throw by Logan Jones. He's swallowed up.
Lost it, no hands.
Glantaf countered this ball.
Balls there, Blue. Counter
They
right
got
side.
hands on it. Yes, they have another turnover, another counter
Let
up.
it come, let it come.
And they've got acres of space here. If they can get quick ball, Cymoedd are in trouble. Has to go. Plenty of width here, plenty of speed. Joe Fernandez comes into the line. Joseph Jones kicks forward off, but it's out on the full. Probably his first mistake of the night.
Well, again, it's at the breakdown. Glantaf turned the ball over. The decision to kick was right. I think there's a hand to it, so it'll be Glantaf ball. No, he was straight out on the full. He is human after all.
Well, Logan Jones is down. He's getting a bit of attention to the right hip after taking another contact.
Well, he's worked really hard for Cymoedd, hasn't he? It's been a tough evening for the Cymoedd physically, and Logan Jones has been involved.
Well, with that, the clock's off, so let's hear who Lauren's with.
Rhys Brafian dweud bod Clo Cadydd a Chymru'n cadw cwmni fi Teddy Williams yn gwylio ei frawd Gabe Williams, hefyd yn ti di chwarae i Lantaf, mae fe nawr yn chwarae i Lantaf. Neis bod ma?
Ie, ydy ma fe, noswaith neis, ac ie, neis gweld Glantaf yn chwarae'n eitha dda, twli'r pêl o gwmpas.
Fi'n cofio cyfweld y ti pan o ti'n chwarae'r ysgol. Ti'n meddwl fel sbel yn ôl nawr, Teddy, ydw e?
Ie, ydy ma fe, fi'n credu oedd Glantaf erbyn y Cymoedd oedd hwnna hefyd, ond neis dod nôl i wylio nhw.
A ti nôl yn ffit erbyn hyn, yn chwarae gydydd nos fori, gêm gastre, croesawu zebra, mae rai bod ti methu aros, Teddy, fod nôl mas yna.
Ie, wy'n edrych ymlaen bod nôl allan, gêm gyntaf i ni, ac eitha bwysig i ni gael off i good start i'r tymor, ond felly jyst yn edrych ymlaen.
Pob lwc, diolch am dy gwmni.
Bit of brotherly love there.
Go back.
In midfield, that was Luca Palmer, but it's come up Glantaf's way. Got lucky the first time, not the second.
No, it's just a little bit messy, wasn't it?
Tom Payne's on for Glantaf. We're in 22, very versatile. 9, 10, 15. I think he's slotting in at full-back. Come on, put Tane Jones in. At scrum half.
Fine. Set. Good scrum.
That's Rhys Wyatt now in at outside half. So Logan Jones has left the pitch. Jack Cordy on as well. And the Dragons under 16.
Too early on the 9. Too early on the 9.
Plenty of time left in this game, but you cannot afford to make mistakes like that.
Blue!
Frustrated one.
Blue! Stop!
Well, the referee's told him to stop 8 or 9 times, I think. Flat ball, Gregory. Keeping it going, Cymoedd. That was Cody Johnston tackle. He was on his way down, but again, Glantaf challenging that breakdown. They don't win the ball, but they slow it down so well. Christopher.
No hands! Too late with the hands.
Luca Palmer on his debut, penalised. He's been a nuisance though, hasn't he?
He has, yeah, and it's the balance really, Glantaf at the breakdown. They've had so much joy there with their counter-ruck in. They're just probably tipping the scales a little bit here. It's a brilliant carry. Just watch. Hands are on the floor. And the ref calls this a ruck. You can't compete for the ball.
Given the pressure they've put on the breakdown, 55 minutes in, conceding the first penalty. That's a pretty good return.
Fantastic. And they've obviously something that Llawarch and his team have worked really hard on with them, because it's across the field. It's the backs in the wide channel. It's the forwards in the middle of the field. They're working as twos in that contact area. And their focus has really been an aggressive blast.
Back 9, go back 10.
Needs a good line-out ball. Is a good line-out ball. Now Cymoedd's turn to maul. It's been a strength for Glantaf. Good field position here, and Logan Lloyd in that driver's seat.
One stop.
Starts to make some ground. Tane Jones wants to get his hands on that ball, but Glantaf have got it. Sean Hill he's penalised for holding on the floor, but how he won that ball was quite miraculous. Here's Leishon, bumps the man away. Great strength from the inside centre. And Cymoedd 3 metres short.
No 9.
Logan Lloyd tackled low. Another advantage. Tane Jones has a little look at the short side. Leishon adds his weight.
Line. Can't go quick. Not 10. Line.
Jones puts this down. They don't want to rely on the set piece here today. They're going to go for the old tap and trundle. Bartlett. Oh, nearly got near his own, did Dylan Barrett.
Held him in. There come.
Tane Jones has to dig for it again. There's been no sign of quick ball, but more bludgeoning from the Cymoedd big men. This time, Conrad Gregory. Gregory drives the legs. Jones. Johan Dacey. Dacey over. Dacey held up. Well, twice now. Cymoedd have been over the line. Glantaf have found a way to deny them.
There's Tom Cadman in this example. He does enough just to get underneath the ball, and you've got to give him credit. It's exceptional defence. Here it is, Cadman targets ball, he falls back and he's on it. And you've got to give Glantaf credit. As much as we speak about their attack and how good they are with the ball, their defence tonight has been immense.
Well, we're approaching the hour, and still no tries for Coleg y Cymoedd. And they spent plenty of time in the red zone inside the Glantaf 22. And they might have another chance here with Rhys Wyatt. finds a pass to Jack Cordy. Now, Shawnee. Another change been made. Shawnee on in the back line. Caelan Edwards driven back outside the 22. Glantaf. It is brutal, militant defending. Dacey denied. Straight back over the gain line. Leishon. Oh, nice work. He doesn't quite come off. Barrett. He's got Conrad Gregory in behind him. And this one at rugby, Glantaf almost basking in these one-on-one tackles. And defending that 22 almost like it was the try line. Come on, finding it so hard to get into this final third. That is a better line, a better ball. Here's Pionteki, and it is a try for Cymoedd. Great line, great finish, and finally, Cymoedd are over the whitewash.
Well, you've got to give Cymoedd credit. They're sticking in there. They didn't win many collisions in that phase, but Jack Pionteki's work off the ball. He's a winger. He's worked into the middle of the field to get a touch. It's a lovely inside tip. This step is brilliant to turn Joe Fernandez round. If only we'd have seen more examples of him on the ball in this game. But fair play to Cymoedd. They deserve a try for all their effort.
And the extras added by Jones. Excellent try, excellent finish. That's the first time, really, we've seen him take the ball at pace.
Yeah, and it's great work because he's working off his wing. He's looking for touches. Unfortunately for him, he hasn't had much ball out on the wings, so he's got to come infield to look for the ball. And he gets a mismatch in the defence because he's going at the front row, boys.
That was Johan Leishon, who's taken on the kicking duty. Of course, Logan Jones off with that hip injury. Again, we just hope that any of these players who've picked up knocks, it doesn't keep them out for long, because all you want to do when you're this age is play and play and play.
Yeah, exactly, and having gone through all the preparation and the pre-season, hopefully this man's okay. He's been very powerful, Tom Howe, carrying the ball.
Well, he's been substituted. Llew Gwyn comes on for his Ysgol Glantaf debut. An hour on the clock. 5 tries in total, 5 excellent tries as well. Now Cymoedd playing with a bit of confidence, making their way out of the 22. How about this for a carry? That's Evan Nicholas and Yasui. Strong boy on the tight head side. Good left-footed clearance. Bailey cuts underneath it. Loitering out there on the wing, getting away from the tackle and cuts. He's done well to keep that ball in. He was taken out of play after he kicked it, but what a chase. Gabe Williams drives Johan Leishon out. Look at that, locks leading kick chases. It's all happening here at the Arms Park.
It is. Bailey cuts again. He's been very obvious in this game. He's worked really hard. Just his understanding. He's probably going to get hit out of touch. The deft touch to keep the ball. Just watch his strength, first of all, to avoid the tackle. And here he knows I'm probably close to the touchline. Little dink in field. Ball stays in, and then Williams does great work there.
That's Tom Howe being helped off.
Oh, there's the touch after the bout.
Hopefully not too serious.
They always stayed in, sorry. I thought the same. There's close 12, okay?
That's Gabe Williams, who's
yeah,
stayed down. Perhaps a little bit too much energy got into that kick chase. But he's back up. Bailey cuts, stretching those calves out.
Yeah, Blue, no pushing off the ball, please. Yeah, Blue.
Well, early in the season, of course, these boys are young. They are fit. They have done their pre-season. But when you play on this surface, it does take a lot out of you, doesn't it? Everything's just a little bit quicker.
Absolutely, and the contact, obviously, on this ground takes a little bit more out of you. The speed of ball is usually higher on 4G pitches than it is on grass pitches, so... And it's the first one for these boys, so it will be testing.
Gabe Williams, he's only just back on his feet, and he's the line-out target again. This is Llew Gwyn, replacement hooker. First meaningful touch for him in Glantaf blue. Very meaningful touch as well. Mason Daniels. He's going to want to go here.
No, this is from. He couldn't roll.
Joel Crocker is on as well. Another player who's come through that Cardiff Quins pathway. A lot of these Glantaf boys have experienced victory in the big room next door. Yeah, legally played there by Jack Parcell. He's on as a replacement Lucid prop.
Let's all calm it down, please, eh? Calm it down. Give me a good scrum. Crouch!
So Ellis Dawkins,
fine.
He's wearing 18, but he's come on the blind side flank.
Yeah, Lucid, you can't go in the angle, okay? Find the space outside, okay? Not under his head. I come outside.
Still a good bit of rugby remaining in this game. Plenty can happen in the dying embers. Glantaf will be hoping for more tries.
Set. Nice and high, nice and high.
And they've got a great opportunity here. The scrum in a good place. In an even better place now they've got the penalty.
No straight one.
Loose head, not straight for Cymoedd. So let's talk Ser in a game.
No straight, loose head.
There are a couple of candidates, but probably one obvious one.
Yeah, I think so. I think that Lloyd Lucas has played really well, the way he's managed the game at 10.
Off the line, Black. Off the line, Black.
Bailey cut. This guy's been really busy,
Black,
really obvious, defended really well.
Listen, please.
But I think we all know the one man
Blue,
who
let's go.
will stand out as I was saying in a game. He's got a hat-trick just after half-time, and everything he's touched has created opportunity for Glantaf.
Well, there is another opportunity here for Glantaf. Couple of metres short, the big men. What is Williams doing up there? It's Llew Gwyn on the ball. Well, half the pack are in touch, but Llew Gwyn has managed to keep hold of it. Another excellent carry. They're over once more. They're down once more.
Down in first, please.
Owain Hall has got try number 5 for Glantaf. And one for the forwards after a really industrious 65 minutes from the pack.
Yeah, the pack have been brilliant. Owain Hall doing all the hard work at the breakdown. It's a great carry. They do well to keep the ball in field here. And it's just the understanding to move the ball a little bit wider. It gives him a carry at the backs of Coleg y Cymoedd. And he deserves a try for all his hard work and endeavour during the game. And Glantaf will be really proud of this performance. They've looked a complete team. The balance between the forwards and the backs, the power up front, and the skills in the back line.
A try for that man, a fresh haircut as well. Must have known he was going to be on TV today. Lloyd Lucas to add another 2 to his tally.
20.
He's eking every second out of this as well. Another good connection, another successful kick, another 2 points, 36-13 Glantaf lead. Well, that try interrupted our conversation about Joseph Jones, the center of the game, but a hat-trick, an assist, and he looks a powerful live wire with a big future.
He does. He looks really good.
Yeah, all back.
Oh, it's backwards off one, backwards off another. Jack Cordy, the beneficiary. Now, can Cymoedd get another try? Something else for the fans to celebrate. The game's gone. Glantaf deserved victors. Oh, it has opened up. Tane Jones sniping, scoring. How about that? Started on the wing, goes in at scrum half. A clean pair of heels. And Tane Jones. It's an excellent finish. Look at this. So where's the gap been? Oh, there it is. rushing up, waiting for the big man to come. It's a good dummy line in the end from Luca Alexander-White. Opens the door for Tane Jones. It's probably the only time in this entire game that Glantaf have gone to sleep in defence. Tane Jones, the Abercunnan boy, gets himself a try at the Arms Park. Converted by Leishon, 4 points for him, 2 conversions from 2. Lovely strike as well. Couple of minutes to go then. Glantaf 36, Coleg y Cymoedd 20. And Lloyd Lucas. Perhaps the final restart of the game. Last couple of minutes. It's Devon Shawnee getting his first taste of the Arms Park here, a first year at Cymoedd. Just had a good blend between the first years and the second years at Coleg y Cymoedd, but that looked a little bit high. Luca Alexander-White pulled out of that one. I think that's why he got away with it. And Glantaf with Tom Cadman looking for another try. Are we going to get 3 tries in the last 5 minutes here? Maybe. Lloyd Lucas sends Owain Hall into the contact zone. Nicholas Nyasui was off his feet. Lucas can go again, whips it out of the back. Harry stiff. Bailey cuts. Another good carry this time. Hannigan, replacement scrum half on for the last couple of minutes. Lucas, lovely ball inside. Joseph Jones, he's lost that in contact. Oh, good shot. James Harding opens the shoulder. That's a good bit of footwork. Into the last minute. Cymoedd inside their own 22. A glorious Hail Mary to get a try from here. Cody Johnson finds the deck. Chop tackle on Johan Dacey. He's been one of the shining lights for Cymoedd today. Big game line merchant at number 8.
We go high tackle here. Could be lower. High tackle.
Away they go. Tane Jones, try scorer. Oh, that's a seagull off the chops.
Knock on there, boys. That's full time. Okay.
And that will bring the game to a close. Excellent spectacle here between two teams who are looking to lay a marker down for the season. Ysgol Glantaf built that performance beautifully, used the conditions in the first half, cut loose some brilliance from Joseph Jones, again well managed by Lloyd Lucas, but it was the pack 1-8 that really ground Coleg y Cymoedd down. Glantaf dominated the physical battle and as a result dominated the scoreboard. Another victory for them on their quest to go one better than last season. It's all smiles. Of course it is. The set in a game, Joseph Jones, 3 excellent tries. The first try might end up being the try of the season, and if a better one is scored, then I look forward to it. The full-time score here at the Arms Park. Ysgol Glantaf 36, Coleg y Cymoedd 20.
Wel, dyma ni te, cadarnhad felly o'r canlyniadau dros y penwythnos. Llai ddweud chi bod y ddau dîm o'r brif ddinas wedi ennill. Glantaf a Ysgol Uwchradd Eglwys Newydd, y ddau yn drech. Pencampwyr Llynedd, Coleg Llanham Dyfri hefyd yn curo, Coleg Caerdydd ar Fro. A'r ymwelwyr, Coleg Sir Gar, oedd yn fuddugol yn gwyr. Yna sut mae'r tabl yn edrych ar hyn o bryd. A mae'n dyn iawn ar frig y tabl. Ysgol Uwchradd yr Eglwys Newydd, Coleg Sir Gar, Glantaf a Llanham Dyfri i gyd yn y 4 ucha. Ac yn ymuno fi'n syth ar y chwiban ola, mae'r prif hyfforddwr Llewarch ap Myrddin. Llongddychiadau i ddechrau, y cyfuniad perffaith falle rhwng uchelgais yn ymosodol a chi'n yr un mor benderfynol yn amddiffynol heddi?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl, mae pob moll y Glantaf yn licio llychu'r bel o gwmpas, ond ni'n trio newid, wel, ni wedi gobeithio newid lle ni fo bach o galon yn galad yn amddiffyn. So, yn falch yna, elfenna da, digon ni lot o weithio nhw.
Ond mae'ch cryfder chi yn amddiffynnol yn rhoi'r gallu chi wrth ymosod, a Joseph Jones wedi cymryd mantes o hynny hyn, ond ni'n mynd i weld i hat-trick yn awr.
Do, nath ochr y teg, nath orffen dda, mae Joseph yn berig, mae'n berig bwyd, rili pan mae'n cael y bel mewn gwacle yna. Ond cyfleoedd yn dod gyn yr amddiffyn, so ni'n sôn lot bod yn lot o geisiau amddiffyn bod nhw'n edrych yr razzle-dazzle, llychu pel o gwmpas, a mae lot yn dod o'r gwaith calad yna. Mae'r pac ag y gut yna yn y blaen yn neud.
A falle, mae'r 3 cais yn dangos y sgiliau gwahanol, trad a y cais cyntaf, gweledigeth fan hyn, a wedyn dwylo da gyda'r trydydd.
Ynddi na, mae potensial, mae Joseph wedi chwarae o Cardydd yn barod yn cyndymor efo nhw, so mae potensial wedi cael ymarfer efo Cardydd dros yr ha, so gobeithio eitho cicio mlaen on. Lot o elfennau i gêm, mae'n gwybod i weithio arno fo, ond o ran finish, o ran gorffen ceisio ffordd, mae'n gorffen y dda chwarae teg.
Chi'n disgwyl fel tîm weddol cyflawn ar hyn o bryd, os unrhyw beth da chi falle i weithio ar ôl yma?
Lot. Oes, na, ni'n meddwl, mae'n dweud, to fy mai, mae criw iau yn dod fyny, maen nhw'n dod i arfer gyda'r dwysedd, mae'n lot fwy corfforol na unrhyw beth arall maen nhw wedi chwarae. It's just rheoli moments fel ar rili, a just cadw'r, cael yr moments cywir na, fel bod ni'n gallu adeiladu momentum a rhoi cyfleoedd yn unan, so, na, lot i weithio arno fo, so, ond lot gwell ail hanner o'n i'n meddwl.
A Joseph Jones hefyd i chwarae ran yng nghais eich capten Lloyd Lucas, na thredyr y gêm i chi heno?
Do, ni'n meddwl Lloyd chwarae dda chwarae teg iddo fo. Eto, mae wedi chwarae, mae'n blin 11 ar y safon yma. Mae'n dangos, so, na, stwff fel un, da ni'n hoffi gweld a eisiau setio fyny, rili, lle bod ni'n gallu gwrth ymosod ag, sgor y ceisiau. Ceisiau da, gobeithio.
Dewis weddol amlwg i ti, sy'r yn y gêm i fan?
Fi'n credu oedd sawl un gyda Glantaf wedi sefyll mas, o'n i'n meddwl bod y maswr y capten di rheoli'r chwarae yn wych, oedd wedi cico yn lan wedig yn yr ail hanner gyda'r gwynt yn erbyn nhw, a o'n nhw'n sylwi fo mor galed oedd hwnna gyda achos y Cymoedd di strwglan eitha tipyn gyda fe, so oedd e'n un with cuts yn canol ca, a fi'n credu hefyd Tom Howe, gobeithio bod ddim wedi cael anefri cas yn dod off y ca, ond o'n i'n meddwl eitha handi fyd, felly we sawl un, ond i fi, chi ffili sgoro 2 cais, creu un, a ddim gael sir yn y gêm.
Llywech, diolch am dy gwmni, pob lwc yn weddill y tymor, dyna ni. A mae'r 2 gŵr ni newydd siarad amdano, yn cael cwmni Steph Hughes.
Fi'n cael cwmni'r 2 gŵr ni wedi bod yn gwylio highlights reel nhw dros y munud edrych. Joseph ti gynta, hat-trick, buddigoliaeth, i fod nhw'n bles?
Dwi'n rili bles. Mae'n bod yn pre-season galed i boys, a dwi'n gweithio'n rili galed, a dangos allan fyna. Dwi'n chwarae gêm ni a dod i ffwrdd efo win neis.
Gret, a yn amlwg i ti yn cael y dwylo ar y bel eitha lot yn rhywbeth ti'n edrych i gadw wneud?
Dwi'n lyfio cael y bel, so mwy hynna. Ond dwi'n mynd gallu sgorio tries heb pobl tu fewn yn pasio bel, so mae team tries yn rili, so
Gret, da iawn. Lloyd, ti'n sgorio cais bach fyd a reoli'r gêm. Joyous di hwnna?
Joyous yn fawr iawn. Ti'n gwybod fel paratoi'n galed i'r gêm yma i bod yn dig, ni wedi nyclo lawr a dod gyda W.
Gret, a mae'n dechreuad perffaith i chi boys nawr. Chi'n edrych i ddatblygu ar y perfformiad na am y gêm wythnos nesaf?
Wrth gwrs, Cafac wythnos nesaf, mynd i bod yn gêm anodd eto, so nôl i drawing board a paratoi am gêm yna.
Gret, diolch boys, diolch am y cwmni a pob lwc am gweddill y tymor. Diolch, iawn boys. Diolch.
Ddylai ddwywaith yn gynnar yn yr hanner, oedd y Cymoedd di croesi'r llinell, ond ddim di sgorio yn rhannol wrth gwrs oherwydd amddiffyn Glantaf, ond nhw wedi ffeindio ffordd trwodd yn y diwedd i fan.
Do, na, pob glod nhw'n taro'r drws na tro ar ôl tro, a nhw'n hollol heddiannol o'r ceisiau nhw wedi gael, achos nhw wedi gael falle noson digon caled yn ymosod ar y bel achos oedd llinell amddiffynol Glantaf mor gryf, ond nath nhw byth roi'r ffidl yn y to ar y deg nhw.
Ni jyst yn sôn bod chi'n pwyso trwy gydol yr ail hanner na, ond angen rhoi clodi amddiffyn Glantaf yn y diwedd?
I fod yn deg yn o'ch chi'n o'n i'n gwybod beth oedd yn dod, i fod yn onest, ond mae'n galed, mwy caled i ymdop i fe yn fyw na Sharon yn bwyt i fe. A maen nhw yn tîm a llawr o ysbryd, a maen nhw'n gystadleol iawn, wedyn yn y tacl ar ardal y dacl, a ni byth wedi rili ymdopi o hynny trwy'r nos.
Ond be chi'n gallu cymryd allan o'r ffaith, chi wedi bennu ar nodyn uchel a di sgorio 2 gais yn y 10 munud diwetha?
Cadwodd y bec yn fynd, a peth mwyaf, ni gallu bod llawr yn well, yn chwarae gêm ni, Fi'n credu ro'n ni fel ni gallu chwarae. A fi'n credu bod bach mwy o lle gyda ni i dyfu nawr dros y tymor a by'n edrych i gorffen yn gryf nawr a cadw ymlaen yn gryf am diwedd y cyngrair.
Mor braf i weld yn ochr gamu fel la, dipyn o dalent.
Ie, yn y bys eisiau gweld, redodd y slot ar tu fewn fyna, a fel ni'n gweud, dechrau dangos yn bach o fflachiau, ond mae'n rhaid ni trial nawr chwarae y holl gêm.
O ran chi, fi'n credu'r hyn falle nath gadael chi lawr, oedd lot o bethau yn rheolaeth chi, falle edrych ar ôl yr ysgarmes midon, falle y ryciau, sori, a o ran y gêm gico, mae hwnna i gyd yn eich rheolaeth chi, felly mae hwnna siwr yn rhywbeth eitha positif.
Ie, fel wedi'i Bechan ar y diwedd, ni gallu newid llawer o hynny. Sym rhaid ni ffeindio rhywbeth sydd ddim gyda ni, bod os rhaid ni fod yn well a falle mwy o amrywiaeth hefyd fel ni chwarae, ond digon dyn ni symud mlaen gyda, a gobeithio, hoffen ni fel gobeithio gallwn ni falle cael go arall a Glantaf rwybryd yn y tymor, ond mae ffordd bell i fynd am hynny.
Edrych mlaen i weld ni, gobeithio. Diolch am damser Geraint, y pob lwc am wythnos nesaf. Diolch i chi. Digon o rygbi i ddod dros y penwythnos cynta'r bencampwriaeth rygbi unedig. Benetton sy'n croesawu'r Scarlet, y gêm na yn fyw i chi ar S4C nos Sadwrn, a cyfle i ail-weld y gêm rhwng y dreigiau a'r gwylch. Gêm dderbi nos Sadwrn am 9:40, ac wrth gwrs mi fydd uchafbwyntiau pencampwriaeth Ysgolion a cholegau yn ogystal â Super Rygbi Cymru nos Fawrth am 10:00. Ond dyna ni, Ifan, diolch yn fawr, diolch i Steff, Flybrynog, i ti dechreuad perffaith i Lantaf sydd wedi cychwyn y bencampwriaeth gyda fuddugoliaeth. Mae diwrnod nhw drosodd, ond mae'n diwrnod ni dal i fynd. Fyddwn ni nôl mewn llai na hanner awr am yr ail gêm Caerdydd yn erbyn Glynebwy. Diolch yn fawr.